Usually, I would say what's good YouTube. This is a pretty what's bad YouTube. So the new Nintendo guidelines that just came out. I'm a European, so I just woke up a couple hours ago, stuff like that. So I just read through them, watched Hungry Box's video, and made my own notes on what I think is most important and applies to the Pokemon scene currently. I am not really sure what the future spells. It's looking a little hopeless right now. So I just made some points. I'll talk through them, and I really hope that Pokemon Showdown has like some kind of relation with Nintendo, because if they don't, this is looking pretty bad. So first point, no tournament can have Nintendo IP in their name. So that means any Pokemon Showdown tournament that has the name Pokemon in it, that's gone. Any Pokemon game names in it, that's gone. Any Pokemon names in it, that's gone. Same goes for Draft League servers and or potentially servers, but at least tournaments within held those servers that have Pokemon names or Nintendo IP names in it. That's gone. Uh, and that's everything I'm mentioning right now. Is if Nintendo acts on it, it can be gone. So just you might just have to listen to Daddy Nintendo. But if Nintendo doesn't act upon it, you're free to do like as before. But just be wary that if this applies to you, Nintendo can shut you down. So, and this applies to me as well, of course, because I run tournament. It's very doomy. Also, if you even if you follow every guideline here, as long as Nintendo deems what you're doing inappropriate, you're gone. And also, if any right holders that they have, any I don't know, like investors or whatever, if they get a notice that you're doing is not okay, you're gone. Of course, this applies mostly to Smash because Smash is more upfront. It's a bigger scene than say Pokemon Draft League, for example. And with Pokemon, we already have Nintendo licensed tournaments. We have VGC, so we might all need to hop on VGC from here on out, depending on how strict and enforcing they are these rules. But worst case, you're in a gray zone, like almost no matter what you do. So the next point, no Nintendo IP logos as part of a tournament, unless it is to specifically reference the game you're playing. So maybe if you're playing Sword and Shield, maybe you have a little Sword and Shield art. But that means you can't have Pokemon Draft League team logos with Pokemon IP in them, technically. And that also means that you can't really have any game art. You can't really do too much with it. And even if you do, again, Nintendo can deem it inappropriate, and it's just holy. Even then, it's just best to probably stay away from art or anything like that of the Nintendo IP to begin with, so you're in the good. But even then, they can still take you down. So, a 200-person cap for in-person tournaments, insane. 300-person online cap. I know with the Smogon draft, we probably had some of the tournaments reach over 300, so that's going to be a straight cap if Nintendo ever gets whiff of it. Online gameplay. Must use online gameplay services from Nintendo only. That means we're playing Wi-Fi or nothing. That means if you're not paying for Nintendo Online and you're not playing on Nintendo software online, you can get taken down. So that's pretty cool, which means Showdown, please respond to this video and say we're good. Please say if somehow have some kind of in deal with Nintendo or something, because if you don't, you might get no Showdown, please. Because the thing is, Nintendo has not touched Showdown like ever, as far as I'm aware. From what I can see in the research I've done, I've not seen them really. They give in Smash tournament season desist, but I've not really seen them touch Showdown at all. But Showdown isn't Showdown like illegal or inappropriate like change of Nintendo's IP, because it's Pokemon, right? It's their Pokemon. It's not. It's like it's sprite work. It's the same game mechanics. It's obviously a little bit more on the potato graphic side, but still, is Pokemon Showdown in the clear here? Because I don't think so. Next, organizer posts of tournaments have to state that they're not affiliated with Nintendo and have to link the URL for terms and conditions with the community guidelines. So you have to, it's, yeah, as Hungerbucks very well said, referencing him here, it's self-referencing, which means, it keeps just going back to itself, which can also state problems. No sponsorships. So I hope you don't have a sponsor. God forbid you go in plus, or God forbid you make any money off the tournament. Uh, and that means that, like, if anyone participating in the tournament, if they make a video on the tournament and they have a sponsor, does that cross any line with Nintendo? That's a gray zone, I think. That's like, I'm talking like Pokemon Advanced GG or whatever. He has like the shakes and stuff like that. Like, where does it go? Like, where does it stop? Where's the line? It's so hard. And again, the line doesn't. It doesn't really matter where the line is, because if Nintendo deems it inappropriate, it's gone. It can be gone anyway. Jesus. You cannot have to follow this YouTube channel, have to follow this X or Twitter account, have to subscribe or pay money as a condition for entry, or have anything like I don't remember word for word what it said, but it's a definitely, you can like have a subscription or have to follow a social media platform as like a condition for entry. If that means you have to join this Discord to be able to participate in the tournament, I don't know if that applies, because it's non-monetary, or like it's, well, again, if Nintendo deems that it is, then it's over. It's Jover. You know what I'm saying? So it might be like, hey, we're holding a Discord tournament. You have to join the Discord to play. And Nintendo's like, no, you cannot join the Discord. Nah, you're done. So I don't know. Next up is no sale of merchandise. Again, this applies more to tournaments that are held in person. Again, online tournaments, if they have like tees with team logos or tees with any like custom design, Nintendo can say you're done. That's pretty harsh. Also here, please note, Nintendo does not give permission for individuals to organize commercial tournaments. That means me as an individual cannot host a commercial tournament. I did that a few years ago with SOS, with my Pokemon Draft League. I didn't have a pay to play or pay to enter, but I did have a prize I did have a little prize. It never got paid out because the winner said no to the money, but we did have a prize nonetheless. And Nintendo can now come and say, you know what, you cannot give out any money because you're an individual. And does Smogon act, or is Smogon an organization in this case, or is it just a group of individuals? I don't know. Gray zone. So it's a little, kind of hampers any future effects on the Pokemon's grassroots scene, or anyway, that like, if any potential was there to flourish for tournaments and people making off a living and sponsorships and anything like that, Nintendo can just say no, it's not gonna happen, or we can make it not happen. It's very scary stuff, and it saddens me so deeply, because why can't Nintendo just let people play games for their passion? Like, this hurts the Smash scene so much. It potentially has the ability, I'm jinxing now, ability to hurt the Pokemon industry or the Pokemon scene so much outside of VGC, like the single scene, for example. It can hurt other Nintendo IPs as well. Like, does this apply to speedrun tournaments of Nintendo IP? I'm thinking like Games Done Quick. I'm thinking, what can we do now? It's like everything has a potential to just be switched off, and that's so sad. Like, there's so much potential and there's so much passion in those communities. Why can't we just play the game? Like, we're not hurting anyone. We're not actively promoting mischief. We're just trying to play. We're just trying to do our passion, and it saddens me deeply, freaking deeply, bro. Jesus. Tourneys that are illegal or inappropriately conducted cannot or will be tournaments that infringe on Nintendo's IP. Again, does Showdown come here? I don't know. Luminescent Platinum. I'm thinking like ROM hacks, tournaments for ROM hacks, or tournaments for I guess custom draft leagues or game modes are is that out the window now? Can you not like have cash prizes for them, or can does Nintendo deem them inappropriate? I don't know. I just don't know. It's really, I don't know. Phone, you need to stay quiet. Uh, involve illegally copied or modified game software. Again, this is kind of like, is that in is if Showdown isn't infringing on Nintendo's IP, does it involve illegally copied or modified game software? It does, right? Am I just crazy? Like, this has huge implications for Pokemon if Nintendo just catches a whiff of what we're doing. It has huge implications. Um, and even if you do all this again, third time, if you follow all these rules, if Daddy Nintendo says sit down, you sit down. So it's super scary. I'm so sorry for the Smash scene that has to go through with all this, and also my own scene is in danger. So spread the word of what we can, and we'll figure something out like we always have, I guess. But like, if I have to sit with a math calculator and remember Pokemon damage calcs from my head in 7-Eleven or behind 7-Eleven with one other person, I will do so. But that's, we play for the passion of the game. We play for the communities. So we play for the TOs. We play to support our own roots, and we play for the passion. But it's just having a publisher that kind of isn't all for that is heartbreaking to see. And it's scary. It's really scary. We don't know where this is headed. We don't know how strict they are. Maybe it's a hellscape where they just shut down every single thing they come over. Maybe they do like a AI search across the internet. We don't know. We don't know. And that's probably it's just like Nintendo's wants. They are super IP protective, and I get they don't want people messing with them, but like, I've never really seen people mess with Nintendo's IP for mischief purposes. It's all just entertainment or educational. But I don't know. I don't know what this means. Thank you guys so much for watching this short little video. Make sure to spread the word, and feel free to correct me if I said something wrong. I just made notes off of the Hungry Box video going over the new guidelines, and I just went over the guidelines myself as well. Feel free to correct me or let me know if anything I might have missed. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Share the video and let your friends know that this is looking scary.